talking about dialing in those little tiny intricacies, the standing, the kneeling, the prone, predictable shooting versus reactive shooting. Just those little things are going to make you much, much more skilled, right? So that's our big recommendation for all you guys. Double down on your unsupported positions. You need to be able to knock out a standing shot. If there's no time standard, 6 alphas, right? I'm not saying it's easy at all, but if you got no time standard, you need to be able to do it. I would imagine most of you guys could not do that, which is okay. But I think most of you probably think you can, which is the problem. And that's what we have people out here all the time. They take, oh, I've taken all these rifle classes, blah, 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 blah. We're like, all right, here we go, 100 yards. That's like our minimum standard. And they're like, holy shit, I can't even hit the goddamn target. Or I don't know my hold because I zeroed at like 25 and oh no, it's high, I didn't know. All these little things are gonna make you a professional marksman with these before we go out to range. So I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to really push you guys to up those standards, start training at a really high level. So if it were me, what you could do is get like a C-zone steel, right? And then rock that out until you're within a certain time standard that's faster than what you're comfortable with. Then go to paper. We always got to go to paper to confirm, right? Paper is king. So go back to paper. Great, I can do this. Now let's go faster. Or what else could we do to increase the intensity?
Well, just the timer, like bringing it down.
Yeah, so that's going faster.
Yeah,
what else could we do?
Yeah, take a run.
Take a run.
Sprint and fucking get into it.
Yeah, or even go farther, right?
Heart rate up.
Yeah, there's a million different ways. So that's why all this shooting stuff, it's just like your exercise routines. It's the exact same thing. Okay, I did my squats, 5 sets at 100 pounds. Well, I could keep doing that, or I could do 5 sets at 125. Or I could do whatever the fuck. I have to do them at a tempo, right? So I make it more difficult. Right, the exercise, okay, go down 3 seconds, up 3 seconds. Just always change those variables so you're getting better. Then come back to your baseline, which could be something like this. And be like, am I getting better? Great, let's keep doing it, Awesome. Anything else to add?
Yeah, I would say you just really got to double down on the consistency of these positions and making it to where you can do these without even thinking about it, right? We shouldn't have to think about, oh, I'm going to get into my kneeling. What do I have to do to get in my kneeling? I should just be able to, okay, I'm going to, boom, be there. Know that I'm going to be solid. Because especially when we get into shoot maneuver stuff, you shouldn't be thinking about, oh, how do I establish a stable position on this barrier? That should be the easy shit. It should be, okay, I'm gonna get set on this barrier and then I'm paying attention to what my buddy's doing, what's going down range, what's going on around me, having situational awareness, making sure I'm safe with my muzzle so I'm not flagging my buddy and about to shoot him, that type of stuff. You need to be thinking about that, not the fundamentals of marksmanship, not at a course like this, right? So we need to really hold ourselves accountable and push ourselves to some no shit hard standards where it's like, okay, I see where I'm failing, I see where my weaknesses are, now I know what to work on. If you don't push yourself, you're never going to know what to work on, right? So find hard standards and then start to push those standards. Push the speed, because what happens when we push the speed? Oh, now I'm seeing where I don't have these positions fully developed. I have to spend more time getting into this position, making sure my reticle gets settled. That's a solid sign. I need to work on that, right? So pay attention to those little things.
Yeah, anything else, Austin?
Yeah, so going along with that, man, ammo is expensive and not all of us have time to hit the range every other day. Dry fire is a really big asset. For you guys, it's your first time trying to do that kneeling position. There's no reason you can't, throw on your favorite TV show or whatever you're doing. Maybe don't do it in a business meeting on like a Zoom call or some shit, but like just rep it out. Get into that fucking kneeling position. Rep out your standing. I mean, you don't have good recoil, you can't call your shots, but you can work these positions and check your natural point of aim for free at home.
The only thing you're gonna have to make sure is just to keep that little bit of, I guess you could say, go ahead, get on the gun. That little bit of, right, you feel how you're putting tension to encapsulate this?
Yeah.
Just don't let this get weak.
Yeah.
Right? If it gets weak, it's gonna fuck you up.
Does
that feel better?
Feels much better.
Hell yeah. Yeah, these guys are gonna be good on their knees. Hope you recorded that.
Yep.
Yeah, so kind of the same thing. That 175, 50, 25 yard drill was pretty incredible. From standing, kneeling, prone, really enjoyed that. Kind of got my ass kicked a little bit in that arena. I mean, I feel like my fundamentals were good. Execution was poor. But we worked through some of that stuff and we made some improvements there. The shoot, move, communicate at range, bounding, epic, man. That was a really good time figuring that out. Man, I ended up with a casualty at one point, which was super cool. It just kind of organically happened. We ended up down there and Ken goes, well, fuck, man, you get him. I'm like, oh, shit, I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, so super fun role play that way, you know. So, and then great interaction with the mentors, man. Like, it's rare that you get a guy who's like, let's say, good at working the camera or whatever, man. Hey, man, I'm super sexy. Look at me shoot, dude. You know, and then his cadre kind of suck. And then you don't get much time with him. But in this case, it's kind of the opposite, man. Like your cadre are super good.
Awesome.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah. No, you guys all did great, man. So, yeah. No, see, you guys all did really good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Yeah, each and every one of those guys that worked with us today were motivating and pushed forward. Little tidbits and nuggets came out, you know, like, hey man, put your ankle flat on the ground. Nice, calm, cool, collected. That makes a difference, right? You know, because you're already shooting, you know, you're amped up, anxiety's high, trying to get that target engagement accuracy, you know, and you might not be in the perfect position for it, you know, and then somebody gives you that little cue, boom, drop that ankle down, pink, you know, you pick up shots. So overall, man, you guys did a really good job. I'm super happy that I came and did the class.
A solid course. I really dig the 100-yard drills. I think we, as shooters, really forget how much work we can do from 0 to 100 just in our own improvement and own development, right? So I think that 0 to 100 is phenomenal. The tactical piece was spot on. Okay, the bounding was great. You guys did great as instructors. Phenomenal, good motivation, awesome points, really good points. Just being there, hey, why don't you move your foot this way a little bit? Ah, awesome. Put your foot flat. Ah, awesome, right? So, and I think the biggest thing is you always take something away from a course, and that's one thing I took away from, right?
Awesome.
Just throw that foot flat on the ground, right? Don't stand up on your tiptoes, right? For me personally.
Very cool.
So, and I think the mid-range 350-ish, right? I think honestly that's a great range to train at. Most engagements are well within that, right?
Yeah.
So, so having that, you know, really pushing that LPVO out or red dot out, like, hey, that was a solid work, man. Awesome hits. Guys had great, solid, good hits on these targets, and that was really cool to see that. Just the progression from the morning to the afternoon. You know, I'm a big believer in stress shoots, like we talked.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, man, you want to really push yourself and really see where you start to fall apart, like start running. You know, we joked about running a PFT, right? You know, let's run 3 miles, 20 pull-up. You know what I mean? Let's go run something crazy and then run it, right?
Yeah.
So, but everybody did a solid job, solid execution. Like I said, you guys are really good.
I think it was either you or Braden when we were first doing our standing, kneeling, prone at the 100 and walking in. Really think about it, I made an excuse, right? I was like, I don't really shoot this 16 with suppressor wide. It's just heavier, and I don't have the reps in. But it's bad craftsmen that blame their tools, right? So I just haven't put in the reps with this platform. And if it's ostensibly going to be a part of something that I may, you know, put the trust of my life or my family's life in, then it's not a really good excuse to be like, oh, damn, didn't get enough reps in. Well, shit, you know. So I really liked that shooting static is easier, and I was kind of expecting to do a lot of that, and that's why I asked about dialing the reticle and like, oh, we're gonna prone out and just start sending rounds. But being pushed and being asked to be able to burn it down close like I would with, you know, an 11.5, and then go out and take a 16 and bring around cover and be cognizant of the muzzle and have all the mechanics, all the fundamentals the same way I could if I cheated it with, you know, an 8-inch 300. It's like, it's really easy to move that around.
Yeah.
Let's make it hard. So I really appreciate that that you guys actually pushed the envelope and made it more than just, we'll sit here static. Great, you're fucking shooting rat holes, but that doesn't really mean anything in the context of building our mechanics, right? So
Okay.
really appreciate that. I thought that was awesome. So I know you had a hand in wanting to get us to, you know, empty the tank and make it hard. So I thought that was awesome. Yeah.
Echoing everything everybody said. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for your disciplines. Thanks for the no bullshit. That's a huge thing, you know, like we pay to come out here. Yeah. So sometimes there's kind of like that ass kicking, ball powdering, oh, you know, these guys, we want to provide customer service over performance-based teaching, which is something, you know, like coming from like never been to a shooting course like this before, just like bullshitting at the range with some friends and stuff like that, you know, and they're like, oh man, you know, it's all good. Like, as long as you can do this, you're fine, right? Or as long as you can do this, you're good. But you guys are like, no, dude, like fix that foot, you know, good muzzle discipline, right? Make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that, because that's what's needed in order to become better. So my thing was, I feel like my confidence with rifle skills it's 100 times, if not more, if that's possible, you know, which was really awesome. As somebody mentioned, the attitudes of cadre, like you guys, it's so easy to take feedback from you guys because of the way you come from it. You know, first talking about the whys in the morning, that was awesome. Circling it back to the motivation, keeping that on your mind all day, at least that's what helped me out. And then you guys, like, you know, Braden teaches a little bit. Then what was your name again, man? Sorry. Austin. Thanks, Austin. Yeah. You know, teaching a little bit different than Austin, teaching different than Devin. So having that kind of diversity of teaching skills. But overall, man, this was an awesome experience to know other guys from the 2A community, good people, getting to learn things from them, learning from, I would call you guys professionals, because that's just what I think. And then comparing this to like what I'm seeing on the YouTube community, from the Reddit community, right? They'll fucking go back and forth all day, but until you come out here, you really don't know. So I don't know, 5 stars, it was great.
For you, for winning top shot, we got a special prize. Ooh. That measure twice, cut once, right? Yeah, that long gun shooter. Woo! You've seen one of these before.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Get it, bro. Woo! Check it out, check it out. Yeah, good job.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, when I get into Ellensburg Rodeo, dog, you'll see me repping this, man.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Let's go.
When I'm steer wrestling and everything. Oh.
Hell yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
so
you
for
much.
our higher tier level courses, we always try to give out a really, really special prize. And we've had a bunch of those belt buckles made for us, and we've given them out at the operator assessment, stuff like this, the 3-day CQB class, tactical retreat, all those little things. So awesome. So that concludes the class. Again, thank you guys so much for your time. I'm really proud of all of you. Take these skills, like Braden's saying, and build on them, right? Don't be the guy that puts his rifle in the safe and he's got all the safe queens in there, and he gets out and I'm like, all right, standing at 100, and you're like, Jesus Christ, I can't even hit the goddamn target. That's not fun, because like you're talking about, that's gonna translate into real life, you know? If you let those baseline skills fall, but you can, whatever, shoot a tick off a dog's ass at 800, but you can't stand there at 50 and get after it fast and get down and all that kind of stuff. Does it really matter that much? I don't know. You want to be prepared for all the scenarios. So again, thank you guys so much. We got a hug now, because we hug here. Yeah, we got to get that man love.
Bring it in, bring it in.
We're at the same side, bro.
Job.
It's got a game.
Dude, you crushed it the whole day. The whole day.
Dude, fucking killed it.
Awesome job. Awesome job.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
yeah, thank you.
Dude,
Appreciate you, man.
yeah, appreciate the well thought out feedback.
Yeah,
Finally meet you. I know, we've been messing. Yeah, Jesse.
Hey, awesome job.
Good job, brother.
Yeah.